Hello
Well,
guys,
it's not a
this is
bad
final
idea to
three,
get them at the opposition
and
early
the
and
match
see
right
what
now
problems they
is
can cause.
India versus New Zealand final ICC T20 World Cup. This is
So here we go,
simulation.
the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match, and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, it looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. We're about to get underway, and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket.
The captain's going to change things around in the field. Here we go. First ball.
Singh pulls out, dead ball.
Singh coming in.
Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Singh over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary. Good fielding out in the boundary. Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over. New Zealand are 8 for none.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
Bumrah coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Cuts that off well in the infield. Catch of the series, second with a one-handed dive, and that's gone. Amazing catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Couldn't get it through the field. Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. New Zealand 9 for 1.
Not such a productive second over. Bowlers reined them in nicely.
Singh from the Reliance end. Edge, but it drops safely, and the chance goes begging. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing, though. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Got that away nicely.
Short and crunched away. Only had to ease back onto the back foot and put it away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Nice shot, straight to gully. Brilliant shot through the vacant point position. Not sure it'll get cut off.
You can't fault the bowler. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing it.
Singh shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score. Into the gap and finds boundary. Wonderful shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Smacks that away through the gap. The bowler looks really confident. Misses everything. Doesn't beat the infield. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Good shot, a beauty. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. New Zealand, the 26 for 1.
Would have expected a bit more aggression that over. The run rate hasn't really gone up. Need to capitalise on their time at the crease now. Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Power and precision in that shot.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder.
Ravindra watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Great shot through the gap.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Singh will just want to forget that over ever happened. Awful bowling. Surely time for a change. Bumrah from the pavilion end. Clipped away neatly off the pads. Should get forward.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. That is a beautiful front foot shot. No point in chasing that one.
Surya Kumar, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. India having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Well, this could spell trouble. I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire though. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
This is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Out. Good catch, close to the ground. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Back to the pavilion, but a good contribution for the team today. That's been a nice knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Massive outside edge. And out. 2 wickets. 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Good shot, a beauty.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Out. Caught.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Chapman taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Perfectly timed. Was quick onto that in the infield. Five runs in that over. New Zealand 53 for 4. Boomerang from the pavilion end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Smacks that away through the gap.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and had been put away.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Mitchell ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot.
Mitchell watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. The over finishers really can't be giving batters of this quality extra deliveries. The captain might want to send their bowler down to the boundary to collect their thoughts.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Going with spin now. Amazing reflexes, and that's stuck. Great grab. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on.
How will the bowler respond?
Cuts that off well in the infield. 10 runs added in that over. New Zealand 73 for 5. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Great reflexes. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Straight to the fielder. End of the over. 4 runs coming off it. New Zealand are 77 for 6. Varma from the Reliance end. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Reliance. And Sander. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. Straight drive, mid-off, and cut that one off.
Still honing in on their lines. Batter happy to let it go through.
The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Too good. That is huge.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Massive outside edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Doesn't beat the infield. Ten runs added in that over. New Zealand a 92 for 6. Pandya pulls out. Dead ball.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Good fielding out in the boundary. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be full.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Surya Kumar, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Pandya deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball.
How will he reply?
Over New Zealand, 101 for 6. Chakravarti from the pavilion end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Misses everything. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Edged. End of the over, 10 runs from it. New Zealand, 111 for 6.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, Along with some good running, a very good total is on the way.
Lovely cover drive straight to the extra cover fielder. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. New Zealand are 116 for 6. Chakravarti from the pavilion end. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
You don't want to be giving away easy runs.
Might look to go big again here.
Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Oh, that's gone a mile. That could go out of the ground. Get the fielders into the crowd. 2 on the trot. End of the over. A huge momentum swing. 18 runs coming from it. New Zealand 134 for 6.
Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Pandya shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Caught the outside edge, but it flies through the vacant area and there'll be some runs had here.
Threw the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Mitchell is starting to really get on top of this bowling. May need a few changes to halt the momentum.
How will the bowler respond? A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position. I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Patel, the spinner, coming into the attack. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Huge. That has flown.
Too much width, and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. End of the over, 10 runs from it. New Zealand, 161 for 6. Sharma, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. India has gone up for something here. Umpire looks a bit confused as to what they're appealing for. Edge, amazing delivery. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be 4.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Great shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Super batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure right on the bowler. They've got to respond. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Final over in this innings. Plenty of wickets in hand. It's going to need to be very accurate. Got to try and pitch it up into the toes. No. Terrible shot. Everyone's gone up. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4. Bowlers have leaked way too many easy runs in that innings. It's a big total to chase down. You're going to need some good batting partnerships. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Henry coming in. A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Santner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's the big one, and maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. And another big one. That's 3 maximums in a row. Could catch in the crowd too.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts end all the way.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Misses everything. Gone. Played all around that one. What a delivery.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Nicked it. The bowl and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. That silenced the local fans. Another wicket.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. They'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball though. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was put away with interest.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Doesn't beat the infield. This could be out. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Seven runs added in that over. India 39 for 2. Duffy from the pavilion end. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Sharp. There's plenty from these bowlers.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Gone! Good work catching that one. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. That's quite extraordinary. Henry, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Couldn't get it through the field. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run.
Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Wow, that's missed the lot. Nearly gets the edge. Duffy with a great delivery there. The big one, 12 runs out of there. India, 51 for 4.
4 overs down and the captain won't be too happy with his bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit and bring in a 4th or a 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around.
Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery. And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. No shot offered. It's going a long way. What a shot.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Lovely cover drive, straight to the edge of the cover field. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
End of the over, 13 coming from it. India 64 for 5.
End of the fifth, and the bowlers have been getting some stick. The field will spread out soon, so they might look to bowl to more defensive fields.
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Oh, geez, they've hit that beautifully. That was gloriously met. 2 maximums in a row. Is it a sign of things to come?
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Shot on the front foot. No one's getting that.
Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
We want to make use of that extra delivery.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
3 extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle.
Fultz from the Reliance end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. India 102 for 5.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Beats the field with a great shot.
Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. He's quick onto that in the infield. A direct hit and this could be gone. They've gone up here. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. End of the over. India 108 for 5. Santner, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Reliance end. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Batter doesn't seem sure. Look to be pitching in line and hitting the top of the stumps.
I'm not hearing anything on this. This could be trouble. Oh, this could spell trouble.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful.
Well, a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Drilled that one away. Great shot.
That was a really solid shot. Read the length early, got onto the front foot, and it raced away for 4. Top-class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half-century. Nine runs added there. India 117 for 6.
Sodi from the pavilion end. Perfectly timed.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Off the middle of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery? I wonder. Gets that away.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going.
Surya Kumar has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be four.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Brilliant shot there.
But you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
They've gone up here. Two straight and punch through the leg side.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? No, no, no. Terrible shot. End of the over. 5 off it. India are 146 for 6.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Mitchell shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Misses everything.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. India 153 for 6. Sodhi, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Reliance end. Looked really confident in reviewing that. Did look out to me though.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat though.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Four runs added in the over. India 157 for 7.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing's worked.
Duffy has been going really well here. Comes back on from the pavilion end. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Finds the fielder with that shot. There's a chance if it hits. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Great shot through the gap. Nearly gets the edge. Duffy with a great delivery there. Wow, that's missed a lot. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
They've batted really well this middle block of overs. They've had a perfect mix of precision and aggression, and their reward is to be well ahead of the required run rate.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The end of another tidy over. Good to see the pressure starting to build on the batters. Santner into the attack now from the pavilion. Doesn't beat the infield. Straight to the field. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Fulks, coming back into the attack, has done well so far.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. It's another one. Same result. 2 maximums in a row.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
Wow, that flew over the boundary. 18 from 3. It's not fun and games out there if you're bowling. It's all in the head now.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.